Hey everyone, welcome back to the Steel Donut Collective. My name is Blake, and here again with Yella.
Good day.
And we're looking, much to our chagrin, at a story called Sugar Walls. We're on chapter 2. It's
Thanks for reminding me that it's called Sugar Walls.
I hate it so much.
It's so, oh my god. So
we just got introduced at the end of the last chapter to Edward meeting Bella fucking Swan. And
wow.
So we get to see the well, I'm sure very classy and non-misogynistic follow-up to that.
Yeah. So first, another disclaimer. I forgot to mention in part 1 that, amazingly, I still don't own Twilight or its characters. I do have the best friend in the world, though, and I hope is having a fab birthday. Love you, JK. By the way, this is still unbaited. Just like your disclaimer, apparently. Look at that mess.
Very heavily unbaited, yeah. Anyway, part 2. It's really her. Bella fucking Swan is in my bakery. I watch as her mouth opens in a gasp, and I realize that I just said her name out loud, and my mic is on.
God.
Did he say Bella fucking Swan?
Oh my god.
Right into his completely pointless mic?
I mean, it's not pointless, because the club music is on.
Yeah. Also, so if Bella fucking Swan is what he... Because it said here that he said that out loud. So is everything that's in italics out loud? Did he also say Bella fucking Swan's in my bakery? Shit!
No, I think it's supposed to be... He is supposed to be, thinking that. So we're presented it as if he is thinking that through the italics, but he accidentally spoke out loud.
So weird. Anyway, shit. Bella and I stare at each other for a few seconds before I hear Alice call my name.
Edward, was there something you wanted to add?
Yeah, Bella fucking Swan.
I wanted to add sugar.
I quickly scan the room to see what step the others are working on and come up with a plan.
A plan?
He needs a really complex plan to win Bella's heart. I walk up to Bella and Rose's table and look into their mixing bowls. Wink. Oh, is this going to be like that scene in Superbad? Throwback. I just wanted to remind the ladies to whisk their mixture completely. Like so. I move behind Bella and grab the hand that's holding her whisk while wrapping my other arm around her to hold her bowl.
Oh my god, dude, don't.
I then demonstrate... Hashtag necessary commas. I then demonstrate the correct way to stir the cupcake batter.
Okay, question though. Question. Is he man-stirring?
Now, I'm pretty sure that he's just stirring her heart.
No, I think he's stirring his own dick.
Well, that happened earlier.
Oh, that's true.
I feel Bella's body tense when the muscles in my arms contract as I stir.
Or maybe she's just tensing up because you're suddenly invading her personal space. Just an idea.
She's like, you're in my personal bubble, and he said bubbles are meant to be popped. This ensures that there are no lumps in the batter, making your cakes too dense. We want the final product to be moist now, don't we, ladies?
Fuck.
Yeah. Laying it on a little fucking thick, aren't we, Edward?
Just as thick as that beautiful batter.
Yeah, just as thick as that beautiful ass.
Oh my god. Those beautiful thick hips.
Exactly. I mean, what the fuck is this? I mean, like, he's really banking on every single woman feeling flattered by this and nobody objecting to it.
I just like the idea that there are no men here.
No. Yeah. No men and
no non-straight ladies or just no ladies who are not into him.
It's a world where every woman is just like the author and she just likes these aggressive alpha bros. I mean, to each their own, but it's just unpleasant to read about.
It is just unpleasant in general, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's probably also very unpleasant to be on the receiving end of.
Well, I mean, I guess not, because this author wrote this as a birthday gift for someone.
I suppose,
and is pretty clearly enjoying it themselves, so...
For some fucked up reason. Anyway, let's move on.
The rest of the class believes I'm talking to them since I'm speaking in my mic, but the way my mouth is turned towards Bella's ear, it makes it clear that I'm really only speaking to her. But you are still speaking to the class.
You're still talking into the mic, and you said ladies, multiple. Bella is only one lady, not multiple.
It's just like, Bella, it's only you and me. There's no one else around. It's like, no, I can see them.
And everybody else is just like, we can hear you. You're wearing a microphone.
In her ear, And so I'm just whispering in her ear and none of you can hear, and it's like you're not even here at all.
What I really want to do is stick this whisk right up your snatch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, don't do that. Fuck.
Like the day before this, his sister was like, I better not hear about you using your whisk on any of my customers in strange ways. Like she keeps accidentally giving him ideas.
Oh no, I just feel more and more for Alice.
Because, spoilers, but that icing thing was a foreshadowing.
Oh my god.
I feel her breathing pick up as my lips linger by her skin, and I have to force myself away from her to walk back to the front of the room.
I just keep imagining the rest of the people there just being like, did he just almost sexually assault that woman?
Yeah, exactly. I ignore the way my sister is glaring at me while I grab an ice cream scoop and wait to demonstrate the best way to fill a cupcake liner. On the outside, I'm my usual cocky self, but on the inside, I'm freaking the fuck out.
I mean, yeah.
The thing I like best about this is that this isn't even remotely how Edward acts.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, this might as well just be somebody else fucking Bella Swan. This is not anything like Edward.
You know what? This might as well just not be a Twilight fanfiction. Shocker.
I don't understand the motivations of people who write any fanfiction where they just change everyone's personalities to be completely different. Because in that case, why did you enjoy the original product then if you thought everyone should be different? I mean, it's like when Drax go back to Aang's much, he just goes in and just starts changing everyone's personalities and brainwashing them. And it's like, why did you enjoy this? Bella Swan was the one girl I always wanted but could never have. We ran around with the same group of friends in high school, but I never could find enough nerve to ask her out. Besides the fact that she was attached at the hip to her boyfriend Jake. Is that a character from the books? Like, it's just, I don't, again,
maybe,
why is it so different?
Wasn't there a Jacob or something?
Is it talking about Jacob? Well, yeah, I don't usually
I mean,
hear him
maybe,
referred to as Jake.
I mean, maybe that's just me throwing wild ideas out there of like the three names I've heard of. I know nothing about Twilight. I just know those three names: Edward, Bella, and Jake.
I never hear anyone say, like, do you like Edward or Jake?
Yeah,
so I didn't even make the connection that they were the same character.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing, so who knows?
Besides the fact she was attached at the hip to her boyfriend Jake, I was a late bloomer physically and didn't fill out or stop growing until my first year of college. The last time she saw me, I was just a scrawny, lanky kid with messy hair.
So
Edward.
You were a teenager.
The last time she saw me, I was the character from the books. Now I'm nothing like I am in the books, so why the fuck am I the same character?
Right now, I'm just this really suave alpha man, bro.
It is nothing like the books.
It is nothing like anything.
And I don't even care if, obviously a lot of people don't like the books or the movies. They don't like them. They don't think they're any good. But, I mean, if you're writing fan fiction about it, clearly you liked it enough to write the fan fiction. So why did you write it and just change everything? This might as well as be a completely different story.
Yeah, because, at least if you keep, character personalities in place, then you could be alternate universe, the situation's different, but the characters are the same. But the characters are not even the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to do alternate universe. I mean, you could make a Legend of Zelda with a sci-fi theme, if you wanted to. You kept the characters the same. Hero of Time doesn't have to always be in, medieval fantasy world. Yeah. But here, everyone has completely different personalities, backgrounds, just nothing is the same. What is the point?
Usually, at least, there will be some sort of, equivalent. Maybe a character is now human, and maybe they didn't grow up a vampire, but maybe they still grew up, isolated and alone for some reason, and you could pull that as some sort of allegory or something, But this is not that. So this is just dumb.
He looks and he acts completely different. He has a completely different backstory. His current life is different. Everything is different. If I could literally change everyone's names and re-release the story with no changes. And there wouldn't be a single thing that be incongruous about it.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. There's so little remaining of Twilight here that you could just 50 Shades of Grey this shit with no editing.
It's literally the character names are from Twilight, and that's it.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Anyway, thank goodness the years since then have been good to me. I still have the messy hair, but I also have a strong and healthy body thanks to my daily runs. When you work in a bakery all week surrounded by delicious sweets, you have to find a way to burn off energy and calories.
That's why it has a bunch of sex.
I'm not a meathead, but I like having muscle definition of my body, and not to brag, but ladies seem to really like it too. After all the liners are filled and everyone's cupcakes are in the oven, I yell that it's time for a dance break and turn the music up louder.
A dance break in your fucking baking? Okay, so I'm imagining, like, you know, the type... Okay, so let's just be incredibly stereotypical here. The type of woman who would come to a baking class... Probably not that big into dance parties.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Or even then, I'm just sort of...
I'm probably incredible... Like, I'm admitting I'm stereotyping here, but still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also think... You know that... again, he's lucky only women showed up. I'm sort of picturing the music video for Call on Me, where there's just this one guy here.
This is the one dude who's like... Why did I come here? What is my life? Yeah. What did my life become? I just wanted to bake.
Oh. What have I become, my Swedish friend?
Oh.
After all the liners are filled and everyone's coaxing them, I yell, it's time for a dance break and turn the music up louder. This is always a fun time for our guests to let loose and have another drink while their desserts bake. Alice and I mingle and dance around with everyone, but when I turn and am face to face with Bella, I can't help but freeze. If I showed up to this how to bake class, I would be so fucking weirded out at this point.
Yeah, I'd just be like, I just wanted to bake.
The second they shout dance break, turn up the music, and everyone starts like just raving, I'd be like, just sitting there at the kitchen island like, what is happening?
I would be sitting at the kitchen island and I'd think, why the fuck am I sitting? I'm baking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm still not over that. Sue me.
I can't help but freeze. I tried to show her my confident side when I demonstrated how to stir the batter, but now standing before her without any kind of prop to use, feel like I'm that gawky teenager again.
He loves his props.
She saw and shot at me before biting her lip again. I wonder if she even remembers me from high school. Fucking anime lip bites.
Hi, Edward. It's been a long time.
Huh, she remembers.
Oh, jeez.
Of course. Yeah, it has. How've you been?
Good. Really good, actually. I worked in New York for a few years after college, but just recently moved back to Seattle.
That's great, Bella. I'm so fucking lame. Why can't I just talk to the girl? Oh, you are.
You're speaking.
you are. I take it you're in Rose's wedding? Because that comma puts weird emphasis. She giggles before answering.
Yeah. I'm the maid of honor, in fact.
Oh, that's cool. I want to talk to Bella. I really do. Like, you are.
You're speaking. You're using words.
If he was like stuttering or stumbling, but I mean, this isn't even an awkward conversation. It's just kind of small talk.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Bella. I really do, but I can't seem to keep my eyes off her smoking hot body.
Oh my god.
Things I could do to this woman. Fuck.
Yeah, you could
that's one
fuck.
Of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one. Did you know that cupcakes represent a woman's pussy?
Connor, if I can request a little record scratch there. Because what the fuck?
What the hell?
I believe I quote Kanye West when I say that's a pretty bad way to start a conversation.
I mean, I think Edward has a very understandable reaction here.
Yeah. Well, that got my attention.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I cough out.
Think about it. A cupcake is cute and small, roughly the size of a vagina.
Not? Yeah, vaginas are
I mean, I guess it depends on the size of your cupcake or the size of your vagina. But
most
still.
Cupcakes I know are like pretty small, and also vaginas don't protrude out like cupcakes do. They're just, it's a horrible comparison because they're nothing like cupcakes.
I hate everything about this. And what's the first thing you want to do before taking a bite into it? Well, first off, I don't think people bite vaginas.
This is one of the worst metaphors I think we've ever seen on any fan fiction. Like, the more I think about it, the worse of a metaphor it is. It makes no sense. Okay,
but still, is cupcake a better innuendo for or something? I don't know if that's the correct word, but for vagina, the better word for vagina than breeding cavity.
Probably, but it's just like. Makes no sense. Like, what's the first thing you want to do before taking a bite into it? It would be like if she said, a penis is kind of like a banana. think about it. It's, shaped like a dick, and what's the first thing you want to do before you chop it into pieces and throw it in a blender to make a smoothie? It's like, what the fuck?
I mean,
take a bite into it.
What the fuck?
Of course, I'm speechless.
Of course
so she continues.
You lick the icing with your tongue as a preview of what the whole cake will taste like.
Yeah, and then you devour it.
And then you take a bite.
I remember back to the 2000s when there was a really awful rapper by the name of Young Jock, and he had a song where he compared pussy to bubble yum, like bubble gum. And it makes more sense now. He was literally just chewing on pussy.
Oh no!
Just
no! Stop with the noises.
Even Edward's weirded out. I swallow a few times and try to discreetly adjust myself behind my apron before I try to talk.
I think he is turned on somehow. Honestly, yeah. I would, even if I was turned on before this, I would just immediately just nope, not turned on anymore.
Well, by adjust himself this is so unarousing. His penis is retracted fully into his body.
Ah, now that makes sense.
He's trying to discreetly make sure he can get it back out again. Like, oh shit, medical emergency. That's a theory I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Please say pussy again.
Just that word. Then maybe my penis will come back out.
Yeah, exactly. Bella steps closer, and now I'm the one who's breathing heavy.
The cupcake is symbolism for masturbation.
Right, so now it's both masturbation and vagina.
Clearly, it's just exclusively female masturbation. It is sole purpose being solitary pleasure. It's not a treat to be shared. It's a selfish dessert for our me culture. The ultimate party for one, if you will. Looking closer, though, I believe it also represents oral sex, where you bite a vagina.
Fucking everything.
Where it represents biting every kind of genital.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is getting worse. When your mouth sinks into a warm, moist cupcake that makes your eyes roll back in your head and a moan escape your lips, you're either thinking of eating a woman out or fantasizing about being eaten out. Deny it. I dare you.
I will gladly deny it.
I will deny all of this. Shit? What is this?
For one thing, why in the world is she doing this hot take on cupcakes? What in the world is this? Also,
it's very spicy take.
It's an awful take too. It's like she's trying to be seductive, but her idea of being seductive is a hot take on cupcakes where she compares it to 3 different things.
Yeah.
It's like the cupcake is a metaphor for vagina, and it's a metaphor for masturbation. It's also a metaphor for oral sex. It's just a metaphor for everything.
The cupcake, the ultimate metaphor.
Those were the russets. I am gonna go for the small potatoes here real quick and say, when your mouth sinks into a warm, moist cupcake, your teeth might sink into it, but your mouth wouldn't. That would be you mashing it against your lips.
Yeah, you just mash a cupcake into your face.
Yeah. So, writers, mouths do not sink into things; teeth do. Also, just like eyes don't get tear stained, cheeks do.
I mean, technically, your eyes are always tear stained, because otherwise they dry out. That's literally what tears are for.
So tonight, I dare you. My wild eyes find her hooded ones. Hooded ones?
Yeah, her hooded eyes.
And all I want to do is spread her out on my work table and show her exactly how I like to eat my cupcakes. Other guests be damned.
You're gonna bite her vagina?
In front of 20 people. I watch her lick her lips before she whispers.
Oh no, I have to say this. And don't even get me started on cream-filled cupcakes.
What is the deal with airline food, anyway?
What is the deal with cream-filled cupcakes?
I mean, it's like a cupcake and it's got cream in it. I mean, it's already got icing on top. Well, I have to read this.
Oh,
That's
no.
It. My dick is about to explode inside my pants and show her all about being cream-filled.
Why do we both have to say such awful things?
Because we chose to read a story called Sugar Walls.
Fair.
Yeah. I mentally go through the list of steps of the class, and I know that once the cupcakes have finished baking, they have to cool for a few minutes before they can be iced. And I also just love throwing commas in for no reason whenever I speak. This gives me time to take care of my raging hard one in the bathroom, but I'm not sure if I should take care of it by myself or invite Bella to help me out.
Oh my god.
I know what I want to do, but I don't know if she's willing. I'm so pent up, though, I'm desperate to find out. I rake my fingers through my hair and try my damnedest to calm down. Clenching my teeth, I groan and ask, "Why are you torturing me like this?" She doesn't even flinch.
You started it when you wrapped your arms around me and whispered in my ear, with the microphone on.
Yeah.
I wanted
Thank God she didn't say all that with the microphone on.
I wanted you to get a taste of your own medicine. What she doesn't know is she's currently getting in his face, saying this to him, and his microphone is still on.
I'm less horny now and starting to get pissed. Yeah, you're not the only one.
I wasn't horny at all to begin with.
Well, I meant the starting to get pissed part.
Oh, yeah, that definitely is true.
We should definitely clarify.
I mean, I've been pissed since the beginning of this. And by that, I mean the British kind of pissed. I'm drunk as fuck. But which, I mean, no, exactly. I don't drink, but, you know. Jokes!
So what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about you never asking me out when we were in high school, even though I had a boyfriend. What? I'm sure she'll explain. I'm talking about you sleeping with anything with 2 legs except for me. Never me.
I remember the time you fucked that kangaroo. It was horrible. I wish you... I genuinely... I feel no sympathy for you. You're like, why are you torturing me? And I'm like, because you fucked a kangaroo, you monster.
I knew you owned this bakery and worked these parties. Yeah, parties, because these are not classes. No. That's why I suggested Rose have a pre-bachelorette party here tonight. Fuck it, I'll just move on. We know, you know the point I want to make there. Yeah, I wanted to see you in action, and I hoped that I would finally have an effect on you.
My mind is reeling and my dick is reeling. Oh, my mind is reeling and my dick is trying to fight his way out of my pants. So.
My mind is reeling and my dick is reeling.
Yeah, it's like a YouTube poop where you just edit it.
Yeah, just everything is reeling. My eyeball is reeling.
My mind is reeling and my dick is trying to fight its way out of my pants. So do the only thing I can think of. Put in a comma where it's not necessary. Not caring who's paying attention to us and who's not, I grab Bella's ass and pull her body flush against mine. You feel that? I squeeze her flesh and thrust into her to emphasize my point.
This is just sexual assault.
Yeah, like, dude, both of you were, you were heavily flirting. I mean, like, just straight up, I would say it's on the point of seduction, but you just crossed the line.
Yeah, man.
You crossed the fucking line, dude.
That's a line. You crossed it. Good job.
Yeah. That's the effect you have on me. That's the effect you've always had on me.
Is this going to turn into hate sex?
Yeah. You were just too stuck up Jake's ass to notice, so don't complain about me neglecting you. Jake was a power bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You neglected me first. You were a tease then, you're still a tease now.
This is some toxic masculinity right here.
Well, I think the whole cupcake ran earlier was some toxic femininity.
Just everything about this is toxic as hell.
Yeah. In fact, I don't think we should play the gender game. I think we should just label this toxicity.
This entire thing is toxic as fuck.
The sting her hand leaves on my cheek is nothing compared to the crack I feel in my heart as she pushes me away and runs out the front door. Oh, look, someone doing something logical in this story.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sensible reaction. She just got assaulted, dude, by you.
No. What the actual fuck just happened?
You assaulted her is what the fuck happened.
Whenever any other story this author writes, I do that and all the girls are just like, I walk straight to our walk-in pantry, close the door, and punch the wall. Twice. The pain in my knuckles is enough to make my dick shrivel up, but the ache in my chest is still very present. I'm just a bro with a heart.
My dick shrivel up. Ugh.
I just don't understand. I thought it was over Bella Swan. When I saw her tonight, I was shocked, but thought it would be great to talk to her, catch up on what she's been doing since high school. Wait a minute, that's a lie.
Yeah,
Told it to
sure,
yourself. You straight up said earlier that the first thing you thought when you saw her is you wanted to fuck her. The things you could do to her body.
The first thing you did was just lust over her body. Dude. What the hell, man?
And now he's like, oh, my first thought was just that we could catch up on old times. Like, you're lying to yourself.
Don't pretend like you're a nice guy. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, like I said, he's just a bro with a heart.
He's just a bro with a heart. He's also a pickup artist and an alpha piece of shit.
Yeah, my natural
Burn.
flirty self.
That's
my
my
hyphenated
flirty self. His flirty
automatically
self.
came out to play and ended up burning me in the ass.
His flirty self, as opposed to his lusty self.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that she'd been interested in me all those years ago? What was that crack about me fucking anything with 2 legs? Hooked up a lot, but I don't think I'm a slut. You're a slut. I always use a condom and get tested regularly.
That has nothing to do with whether you're a slut or not.
Yeah. I always remember the names of the women I sleep with, and I always make sure they have as much, if not more fun than I do. Look, dude, the colloquial definition of slut is just someone who enjoys a lot of sex. And you clearly do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't slut shame. Because I think people should have sex when they want to, as long as, the whole safe, sane, consensual kind of thing, I'm all for that.
Well, in that case, you should shame him, because he just grabbed someone's ass.
And I'm going to shame him, because there's nothing sane about him. He's not safe. And I'm pretty sure not all of it was consensual.
Yeah. They always have so much fun, and you just hear a woman crying in the background.
Oh my god.
That's dark. They have so much fun. Yeah, there's so much fun.
Oh no.
I never promise anything I can't give, and I've never had any complaints.
Uh-huh.
So did you enjoy it?
Did you enjoy it? Yes.
Exactly.
Like fucking hell, dude. I don't want to get into this. He's just a huge piece of shit. That's all I can say.
I realize I'm pacing when I hear banging on the door and my body stops moving.
Open the fucking door, asshole!
Alice. I open the door and let her in. Hey!
Hey!
Hey, what's going on?
My sister!
Fancy meeting you here.
What are you doing here? This is our bakery, Edward. What the hell happened tonight, Edward? Also, the night is not over yet, I don't think. But
he's been pacing in the pantry for hours while they finish up the class.
God.
Bella Swan was here.
No shit, Sherlock. What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything, Alice, I swear. We were talking and everything was fine, but then she started coming on to me. When I asked her what she was doing, she blew up in my face, saying that's what I get for sleeping with everyone but her. She accused me of ignoring her, so I called her a tease. That's when she slapped me in the face and stormed out. Well, he literally...
He leaves out the bit where he does the assaulting.
He knew the ass grabbing was wrong, and he is deliberately leaving it out.
He's deliberately leaving out the fact that he assaulted her.
Wow. What a fucking piece of shit.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Our sexual hero. Alice slumps against the wall and lets out a deep sigh. What do I do, Alice?
I mean, Alice is just ready to just kind of stop breathing, I think.
Yeah. She's like, I don't really care, Edward.
Well, it sounds like you have 2 options. You either take the coward's way out and wait for her to come to you, if she ever does, or you man up and go find her.
But Alice, I didn't do anything wrong. It's like, I'm pretty sure you saw... So I saw you just grab her ass and pull her against you and thrust into her. Because it said, that's what it said. Like, he thrust in her as in, like, aggressively, just pelvic thrust. And then, like, got right in her face. And he's like, no, that didn't happen. But Alice, I didn't do anything wrong. You grabbed her ass. I didn't do anything wrong. Bella's been back in my life for 5 minutes, and she's already got my insides twisted, my brain hurting.
That's probably from the slap in his face.
Yeah.
Apparently, you have the same effect on her. Maybe you should both cool off and then figure out a way to talk to each other. Otherwise, you're just going to drive each other crazy. And I'm immediately losing all my respect for Alice, because fuck, now she's an enabler. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, she also didn't know, because he is leaving out... He repainted that entire situation.
That's true.
To sound like he was, like... To make it sound like he, like, pretty much just sat there and she talked and then slapped him unprovoked.
Yeah, that's actually, you're right. If we assume that Alice didn't see what happened, then yes, fuck.
Yeah, because if she saw what happened, she'd be like, so she gave you a weird nymphomaniac hot take on cupcakes. And then she said, why didn't you hit on me in high school? And then you grabbed her ass and, like, yanked her against you and, like, screamed in her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I rubbed my eyes, suddenly exhausted. Hey, why are you in here? What's the class doing?
Class is over, dummy. The cupcakes cooled, we iced them and boxed them up, and the ladies left happy and full of sugar and booze. It was a great night, all things considered.
I didn't realize I'd been in the pantry for that long. Shit, Allie. I'm sorry I was such a fuck up tonight.
And every other night of my life.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me just edit that sentence. Shit, Allie. I'm sorry I am such a fuck up.
End of sentence. Yeah, there you go. It's fine, Edward. Except it's not. Really. No. Besides, you're going to make it up to me by cleaning everything up and closing the store. I'm out of here.
She blows me a kiss before walking away, leaving me no chance to argue. Not that I would. Cleaning up is the least I can do for Alice after my behavior tonight. Never lost control in a class before, and I'll be damned if I ever do it again.
By lost control, I mean, he has control when he's flirting, but he doesn't have control when he sexually assaults people.
Yeah. The only I'm never a murderer when I'm not killing people. You know, I diet in between meals. So I guess we'll look at the reviews.
Yeah, let's look at some. Okay, so I found Jenny Kate's review for chapter 2 because that's the important one. Because it's a gift for her. I'm still lolling over the cupcake/pushy analogy. That's hysterical. I effing love Alice. She's perfect. I'm kind of glad that Bella didn't immediately jump into the sack with Edward. Although, I would have had a hard time resisting him. What the fuck is wrong with you? Because I love the chase. So looking forward to the 3rd installment. Have I mentioned I love you? Like a lot? Dick, I love you a lot.
Yeah. And then Christy said that the whole cupcake thing was so hot. Yeah, so hot. Until she slapped him, which was unfair, slightly unfair if you ask me. She came on to him. He let her know she was always on his mind in HS, and the reason he didn't ask her out then. If she had Jake, why would he even think to ask her out? Strange woman.
Oh my god.
I mean, that cupcake thing was pretty strange, but her slapping him for being assaulted was not the strange part.
No, that's pretty normal. That's what you do. It's what you should do. Defend yourself, and then get out of there. As Sonic says, it's cool being hugged by someone you like, but if someone touches you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
And Wormykins is like doing, she's a cis. She's a real cis, like you said.
Oh, no.
She's like, this is what happens when you don't talk to the pretty girl and she grows up to be a knockout. I'm with Allison, let's nut up and go get this sorted out. Or slink back and hide in your bakery. Now, what the fuck? This is an awful story full of awful people that seems to be written for awful people.
By awful people.
Yeah, it's like if you enjoy, just alpha bros who sexually assault you, if that's what you're into, here's a story just for you. Happy fucking birthday.
I mean, apparently she loved the gift, so fuck. Just fuck, man. Just fuck like Edward's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently.
All the time.
All the time, never ending, just fuckery.
Oh my gosh.
And there's still more of this fuckery to come, oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Please join us next time for chapter 3. Oh boy. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have something you'd like for us to read, feel free to leave a link down in the comments below. We also have a public Discord server, link in the description, which you can join if you're so inclined, and requests can also be left there in the requests channel. Thanks again for watching, and do have a nice day.